Okay, we're going to look at the equation of a line in standard form. Okay, so this is standard form, a little different than last week. If you remember last week, we did this one. Okay, so your x and your y are on opposite sides. Your y is by itself, your x is on one side, and the number is by itself. This one's different, okay? It's ax plus by equals c. The x and the y are on the same side this time, and the number is on one side by itself. Okay, here's some examples, like 3x minus 2y equals 12. 8x plus 4y equals 20. 5x minus 9y equals negative 18. The number is by itself over here, your x and your y are on this side. Also, your a has to be positive, okay? The number next to your y or your b can be negative. This can be negative, but the number next to your x has to be positive. Okay, so here's method one. Okay, the method one for graphing a line in standard form is we could rewrite it in slope-intercept form. So we're just going to put it back in the form we did last week and then just graph it. Okay? So what we have to do is we have to get y by itself. Well, that means I have to get rid of this 3x and I have to get rid of this 4. Think of the order of operations from the bottom up. Okay? We got our adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing, etc., right? We're going to start here. So first we're going to do the adding and subtracting. So I'm going to minus 3x. Okay? Then I'm going to do my multiplying and dividing because I'm undoing, okay? So I'm going to divide by 4. So y is going to equal 24 over 4 is 6. And then 3 over 4, we could just leave like that as our slope. And that's our answer. So then we just go ahead and graph it. We'd start at 6 and go down 3 over 4. Okay, so on your graph paper, let's try this one. So I'm going to get y by itself, so I have to get rid of the 6x. Well, I'm going to do that by subtracting. So y equals 9 minus 6x. So my y-intercept is 9. Go all the way up here to 9. And then my slope is negative 6, so down 6 over 1. Okay, and then we just draw our line. Okay, let's try another one. All right, again, we're going to subtract that ax and put it over on this side to get it away from the y. Then I'm going to divide by what's next to my y. 56 divided by 7 is 8, and then let's just leave that as a fraction and graph it. So I start at 8, and then I'm going to go down 4 over 7. And that's all that's going to fit on this particular graph, so we will go ahead and draw our line. Okay, so again, subtract and then divide. Negative 8 over 2 is negative 4. Negative 10 over 2 is negative 5. So I'm going to start at negative 4. And then I'm going to go down 5 over 1. That's all that'll fit that way. So I can also go up 5 and back 1. Oops, that's not very straight. Sorry about that. Okay, so subtract. And divide. Negative over negative is positive. 20 over 2 is 10. Negative over negative is positive, and let's just leave that as a fraction. So I'm going to start at 10. All right, and then I'm supposed to go up 5 over 2. Well, I can't do that on my graph. Okay, so I'll have to go down 5 and back 2. Okay, and then we'll draw our line. Okay, that's it for this one.